Artificial intelligence is already smarter than most humans, and very soon it will be smarter than all humans. But what exactly are we comparing here? Right? Because intelligence simply means the ability to perceive or infer patterns, store them as knowledge, and act on them. Now, as humans, we have multiple intelligences, as both the ancients knew and modern cognitive science has talked about. Right? So we have multiple intelligences. For example, we have physical intelligences. Our body has intelligence. Our cells even have intelligence. There's a kind of intelligence we have in common with plants. Plants even have intelligence. Or if you took, for example, a slime mold, they can solve mazes. So there's signs of intelligence, even if in something as simple as a slime mold. Right? So we have that kind of intelligence, physical intelligence. Then we also have emotional territorial intelligence. This is something we have in common with animals. We can sense our environment, what's going on there, empathize, and then move towards things that are good for us and move away from things that are bad for us. Right? Again, this is something we have in common with animals, especially mammals. Then we develop this mental rational circuit, right? The semantic circuit, where we give designators to objects, like, for example, a phone. And then I can build time from there. I can say, where did the phone go? Right? In the past, it was there. Will it come back? Right? And this is the kind of intelligence that AI is actually mimicking. Right? And it's also already mimicking our next circuit, our relational circuit. When you talk to the AI, it feels like you're actually talking to someone who's there, but there's nobody home. And this is important to understand. There is no I there. Now, when you say I, everything else is not I, right? And you can relate to yourself, for example, when you think about how does my body feel right now, or what am I emotionally experiencing right now, or what am I thinking about? When you observe yourself like that, that's your relational intelligence circuit. And this is something in the AI doesn't have. There's nobody home, right? And this is crucial for our times because technology has caught up with us. When you think about technology, it's an externalization of capacities we already have. For example, clothing is a technology. Right? It's an extension of our skin. It keeps us warm in winter, right? Or, carts and then later on ships and, trains and even airplanes are a technology. It's an ability to move in space. So we've already externalized that as well. And then we have AI, right? Already taking together words and tokens, and from that implying what should come next. It's a predictive engine that thinks about what would be the logical next word. And as such, again, it's much better than most humans already. But even a simple pocket calculator is better than most humans, right? Or do you know the square root of 400,733,225? Right? A pocket calculator can do that much quicker than most humans. So our technology has caught up with us, right? We have robots that are faster and, stronger than most humans, right? We have emotional intelligence even that can, from your micro expressions in your face, the tone of your voice, detect things like depression much better than a lot of trained psychologists. And now we have reasoning ability, right? And so on that circuit, artificial intelligence is already beating us. Now, this is why it's crucial in our time to develop our higher human capacities. For example, our relational intelligence, right? When you think about how is my body feeling right now, or what am I emotionally experiencing right now, or what am I thinking about right now, there's an I that's relating to these other aspects of yourself. And this is something an artificial intelligence doesn't have. There's no I there. There's no point of perception there that experiences itself, that has values, that has beliefs, that has ideas of things that are important to them. And this is its relational intelligence, that next step up after the age of enlightenment for humans in terms of what we get to develop now. And then there's also these even higher capacities, like our unique voice, our uniqueness as such, right, our unique self-expression, or our capacity to vision and imagine things, right, and project into the future or past, and our ability to be creative beings here, right? And this is all things that the AI doesn't have. But in this age of AI, where technology has caught up with all these other circuits, we now get to be transrational. We get to turn on and exercise these higher circuits, because we all have them. Every child has them, but oftentimes we get drowned by traumata and focus on these bottom circuits, right? Our physical needs, our emotional needs, our self-esteem needs are very, very strong. And so we don't perceive some of those higher capacities because they actually take time and attention to develop. So this is our invitation now, where artificial intelligence and technology has caught up with us, is to look at what does it mean to be human? And what are some of those higher intelligences? And how can I exercise them, develop them, so that we have an edge and will not be replaced by artificial intelligence, which, if we do think of it only as a rational circuit, it's already happening. It already happened.